SCEGS Part 5. Here I am on the 2GS. I'm running GS504. I'm just going to attach to a Mac SE. A bit of luck. So I select him, give the password, select the directory that I want to attach to, so we can see it's mounted on the desktop. Then I run SCEGS.SYSTEM. So there's a bit of a date problem with ProDOS under 504, but it can be patched to be more like the later version of ProDOS 203, I think it's called. So now we're just attaching. It's loading up the RAM drive. This machine's got 1.5 meg, nothing startling. So I've just do a directory of there and do a space of there. For Andrew, yes, the commands are 3 characters long. As anyone would guess, space limitations is a problem. So here we've got a 256 block RAM drive running. The 2GS, this 2GS that I'm using now, has got a zip drive. If I do a disk, I can't see the third partition via this ProDOS. So zip 1, zip 2 shown there. GSLC zip is the Mac server, so, and it's been assigned the drive letter C, so I can do C:\/ or just C as a shortcut. I can have a look around in there. ls is an external command, so if I do a list -u of ls, so it searches the path and tells me that's what I'm doing with it. So in here I have taken things from an emulator and brought it across on a zip to stop the Mac understanding what the files are. They are what I call compacted files. They're not compressed or altered in any way. They're just, all files are just added together. So if I go and have a look at image 3, if I move to that, CD again is another alias for CCD. If I do a dir/w, so we can see that they're all classed as an IMG file. If I just do a head of, let's say, I'm trying to find it, exe.image, head reads through, so it shows me there are all the actual binaries. They are in the long format, so during the process of setting the system up, I convert those to a 3 character for ease of use. So as you can see, there are quite a lot of commands coming out of this. And I can interrupt that with Control C. So there's 276 executables in that image. If I go back to A, CD, make is my main directory that I keep the images. So if I do another one, head -w objects dot image, there they are, and with all being converted to the 3 character. So what's actually driving the system, I'll just do a Control C out of that. If I do a mem minus all, the first one, FXA, so if I do an FXA question mark, it's reading the object's index, and there are all the commands available to be used within this environment. Whatever I put in the object's files, this will pick up. I don't have to use this. I can expand out the image file, and then I can just use the command alias, ALI, the second one there. So they live in harmony depending how I set it up. Usually I don't normally use FXA, but only on the real GS and the 2E I seem to be using it. It speeds it up a little bit. Other than that, it's whatever it takes your fancy, I suppose. Do another directory. Directory is, there are quite a lot of different types. If I just do the show the -m, or I'll do an xhelp on dir. So directory actually takes quite a few different parameters with the minus option. If I do a dir minus b, b just shows the modified date, 2 per line. Go back to C drive, do an ls back. Oh, I don't want to be in that, I want to go up higher. The current drive settings are pretty minimal on this GS. I haven't got a few. It is showing that I haven't actually been to E drive. If I key in E, or I can key in 60, it'll sample that drive and puts me on there. I don't quite know what's on that disk. There's a bit of a playing around there. So if I've got an image file, now there should be a SCEGS.image. If I do a delete SCEGS.SYSTEM, because I'm on the, so I can set it up to whether or not it wants confirmation on the delete or not. So I've got it set, and if I use the command -show, I can use the tab because auto AUT is running and it'll autofill. So it's extracting from that image file SCEGS.SYSTEM. If I do a dir, it should be showing it there. And I can actually get more info on SCEGS. What's shown in the directory is totally configurable. Not info, SCEGS.SYSTEM, sorry. So there's a bit more information showing what SCEGS is rather than just the straight dir in part 5.